Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be doing your 2024 general tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energy first with the oracle cards, and then we'll take a look at each of the 4 quarters separately to see what you can expect this year, perhaps what obstacles or areas of resistance are on your path, and also advice from Spirit. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's first take a look at what your overall theme for the year is. So we have the Soul Traveler's card, Solitude. Okay, this is the Hermit energy. In silence, peace prevails. Now, this does not mean necessarily that you're going to be alone all year, right? But it is this energy of understanding that since you're an air sign, you tend to have like a lot going on in your life, that it's really important for you to take time out to meditate, or just to quiet your mind a little bit, to reconnect with yourself, with your intuition, with Spirit. Just taking that time out. There's this sense that I feel like this year is going to be super busy for you. And so one of the things is that this is practicing, taking that time out, taking a deep breath and allowing yourself some peace, some quiet, some time away from other people or work or whatever it is that you're doing in your life. And it's interesting, if you'll see, there's a little bird right there on her shoulder, right? I'm getting the message that I think that Spirit has been trying to whisper in your ear, right? That there's a direction for you to go in that you may not yet see. There's almost like this clarity is over here. The sunshine is beaming in here, but look at her face. Her face is almost like right on the edge of it, but not necessarily having that clarity. And I feel as if that's one of the things that you can do in order to find more clarity about where it is that you want to go. If you're feeling a little scattered right now, especially with the holidays and everything, you may feel a little scattered. It's about just taking some time to just kind of sit with yourself and listen to your intuition, listen to your inner knowing. Beautiful energy there. Yes, because you have the Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. And look at this. I mean, it's like the bird is coming in. It's almost an understanding that you may feel a little bit like you don't have the clarity about what it is that you truly want for yourself or what direction to go in next. It's almost this energy of being really scattered, and yet at the same time, there is that Spirit is really trying to come in and help you, but it is about allowing yourself to go there. Now, this is an 8-year, 2024, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8, and 8 is all about finding that inner strength. Last year, we had the energy of the Chariot, the 7, right? Going forward as quickly as possible, trying to find progress in our lives, right? But sometimes the Chariot also brings in that energy of being kind of scattered, of moving so quickly that we don't take the time to really sit and listen to our intuition. So you could have found, and I'll have to admit, I was one of those that just kind of like had so much going on in 2023, right? And you could have made progress in some areas of your life, but at the same time, it was just kind of like go, 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 that energy of just pushing forward, right? This is a year that's going to be a lot slower, and with that 8-year, it is the energy of the Strength card, of going within. Now, if you think about it with the Strength card, right, it's the little girl with the lion. It's understanding that you can be strong and graceful and compassionate and loving at the same time. And I feel as if that this is a year of, look at this right off the bat, of building, okay? Kind of like a transitional year perhaps for you too. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what we have here for you. Look at this. And when I always do like a little bit of a pre-reading before I turn on the camera. I had very much this energy of new people coming into your life, this soul tribe that helps you to move towards what it is that you truly want. And for some of you, this could be a new love interest, right, that comes into your life that really is kind of like your 10 of cups. Somebody that is loving, compassionate, sees you for who you are, that can go the distance with you. I definitely had that energy. You have the deep knowing and serendipity, and then come to the edge. I think that the 2023 was really about clearing out a lot of the old. Even if you had left a relationship or a job or something like that earlier, okay, even before 2023 began, right? Last year was kind of like the energy was so chaotic, like clearing out a lot of things. So even if you had left a relationship or a job or something, you could have been holding on to the energy of that, of why it had ended, or you had moved on, or somebody else had moved on, right? And I think in 2023, it was really about having to clear that energy out, even if that person or situation was no longer in your life. Energetically, you were holding on to it. And now I feel as if 2024 is this energy of allowing the new to come in. We also have Pluto moving into Aquarius January 20th. This is a huge shift of energy, right? So I think that you kind of like have this knowing that there are new people, new situations on the horizon for you. But it is about taking the time to listen to your intuition, to be very discerning about what people or situations that you want to allow into your life. So for some of you, you could have done a lot of clearing in the last couple of years, especially in 2023. You've cleared people or situations out of your life, but the new hasn't yet come in. And part of that is because you may not know exactly what it is that you want to have come in. It's almost, I feel like 2024 may even be a little bit of a journey of figuring out who it is or what it is that you would like to bring into your life. In other words, it's not about rushing forward. 2023 is all about making progress, feeling like you had to be making progress in your life, right? Because you could have left something in 2022 or even earlier than that. In 2023, you kind of had that energy of the chariot of, I got to make progress, I have to move forward, right? Almost a little bit of a sense of trying to run away. And I don't mean that you were necessarily trying to run away, but it was kind of like, I have to make progress. That kind of that Knight of Swords energy of, I have to make progress no matter what. And now you may be finding yourself at the end of 2023 thinking, I'm not sure I made that much progress. You may have had a very busy year, but you're kind of like, but I feel like I'm in the same place as I was at the beginning of 2023. But know that you have made progress, okay? There's been an internal shift within you, and now you are really and truly free energetically to allow new people and situations to come into your life. Wow, because you have come to the edge. This is the Fool. This is the beginning of a new cycle for you, of knowing, having this deep knowing, right? That this new is on the way, even if it's not showing up in your reality yet. Okay, so let's go take a look at the first quarter, January, February, March, and let's see what we have here. Yeah, you have friends, family, friends, and guides. And I'm telling you, I'm getting a strong sense it is really about connecting to your guides, to your inner knowing. Once again, this deep knowing that you have within yourself, that it's not about rushing forward as you move into 2024. It's about taking some time out to see what is it that you truly love. There is loving situations and people that want to be part of your life, and yet at the same time it's almost as if you've been kind of like trying to move away from some other people or situations, so you haven't even recognized right, that there is new here. But I think you know deep down that there is, because what you are doing is healing. You are finally healing. You're ready to build, okay, building blocks. You're ready to build a a new life for yourself. So for some of you, you could find yourself in a situation where you really are at the very beginning of maybe a new job, a new career, a new home, a new city, a new relationship, or that is on the way in this very first quarter. Knowing that this is an important part is that you have to have, it's kind of like you have to have your ducks in a row before you really can allow yourself to let new in. Take your time. I know it is really hard, but take your time. I really wouldn't make any major shifts in your life perhaps before January 20th, right? When Pluto moves into Aquarius, it's such an expansive energy. There's going to be so many more options coming your way. Yeah, for some of you, you are finally, I love this energy, finally moving on from a situation in the past that left you feeling left out in the cold. Okay, so this could have been a romantic relationship, it could have been family, it could be in friends, okay, it could be work situations, but something that was near and dear to your heart left you in some way still feeling in 2023, even if you had left that person or situation a long time ago, feeling still a lack. Feeling energetically still connected to that person or situation, right? Because we have the Six of Cups, kind of feeling that. But now you are transforming, okay? You have transmuted, is what they're saying, transmuted that energy. You have allowed it to truly move out of your system, right? And now you can move forward, going towards what is really your new beginning. So for some of you, if you've left a person or a situation a while ago and still had some trouble really getting your life going, okay, building a new life for yourself, wondering when was that going to start. I feel like for some of you, it may have started. For others of you, it may be still slow going until about January 20th. And then I think things start picking up. You start seeing the opportunities coming in for you that are going to help bring you this sense of satisfaction of building the life that you truly want for yourself. But it is about being discerning, not jumping on the first thing that comes across your path, right? Because I think for some of you, it's been a while since you've had those opportunities. And there's a kind of a message here of don't jump at the very first thing, right? Use your discerning energy, use your intuition, take all of that experience that you have gained from this last cycle, and allow yourself to use that as far as trying to decide what is it that you really and truly want as you build this new chapter in your life. Wow. For some of you, it could mean, spending some time in nature, definitely by yourself, kind of like journaling or creating a vision board. What is it that you really and truly want in this next chapter of your life? You may have spent 2023 figuring out what you don't want in your life, and you got rid of that, right? 2024, you kind of have this blank slate, and it's kind of like, okay, what is it that I really and truly want to create here? Beautiful energy. Okay, so let's go to the second quarter, April, May, and June. So this is coming into your energy. Yeah. Look at this. So we have the Courage card. Okay, this is Strength card. This is having that inner strength of knowing what it is that you want for yourself and not jumping onto the first thing that comes your way, right? Knowing that you want to create things or attract things into your life that can go the distance, right? That will be around for a long time. So that means that you have to build a strong foundation. You can't just jump on the first thing that comes your way, whether it's a relationship, a job, a career, a home, a city, whatever it is. It's taking your time, having the courage. Courage is also about perseverance, resilience, of taking your time, having the patience in order to create the world that you really want. But to know whether something really meets your criteria or not, you have to spend time figuring out what it is that your heart truly desires. I think for some of you, you have spent so much time and energy the last perhaps 7 years or so, really kind of like figuring out how to get rid of or disconnecting from people or situations, right? There's this sense that you're not the same person that you were, okay, like 7 years ago. There's this sense that, okay, I'm finally at this point now where I can be a little bit more calm and discerning, right, about what it is that I want in my life. For some of you, you could have been like surviving, just trying to survive the last 7 years. And now you're stepping into an energy of wanting to create, okay? Sometimes it takes a long time and we can get frustrated, right? I feel like that's a little bit of the message here. Don't be frustrated at how long it seems for your life to be coming into focus for you, right? It's allowing yourself to connect to your heart, to understand that you don't have to make decisions based on what your ego is telling you, what your mind is telling you, what society or your conditioning that you've received your entire life. That it's time to allow yourself to go deep within yourself, to know that you don't have to take the same path that everybody else has taken. You see that knight in armor, right, is looking at the path. Do you want to follow the same path as other people or the path that you were put on at one time? Or is it time for you to choose what path it is that is best for you, right? Something that will go the distance, something that will bring in a sense of happiness, fulfillment, purpose, abundance, love, joy. And that's what I feel like. If you rush too quickly, Gemini, there is this energy that you may rush into things or situations, okay, that you will then just have to leave. So it's really connecting with yourself, going slow. Even these first 6 months, it's this very slow energy. Does not mean that there aren't going to be great opportunities and new things starting in your life, but it's about taking your time. Okay, so if an opportunity comes on your path, it's about sitting with it for a minute. Asking yourself, is this something that is really in alignment with what I want for myself? Or am I just jumping into something because my life is kind of a blank slate at this time? Yeah, really, there's that chariot energy. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. Yeah, you have the Tower, the Hierophant. What else do you have here? Yeah, the Page of Swords, Ace of Wands. You have a big decision. This is the energy that I'm getting. A big decision coming in this second quarter, okay? I think that there is something or someone, okay, that is coming in that wants part of you to be part of your life, right? Somebody or something that maybe even is from the past or returning, or it's the energy. If it's not necessarily that same person, it's a person that is similar to somebody that you may have had a romantic relationship with in the past. The energy is that, you see, once again, the knight is taking a look at the path that is going into the forest, but there's a path. There's already a path. Gemini, I think that the thing here is that you're being asked to ask yourself, do you want to repeat that same path? Or is it time to have the courage and go in a different direction? And I think that is what is happening here. You're going to have some opportunities that are coming up that are going to be very similar. Okay? And once again, it could be the same person returning, or the same job, or the same career. It could be the same opportunity that you had previously, but I do feel like for some of you, you also have new opportunities coming onto your path, but they are very similar to what you had in the past. That's why it's really important for you to ask yourself, what is it that I want to create? Do I want to recreate what I had in the past, or is it time for me to go in this new direction? And Gemini, you are the only one that can decide that, right? You are the only one that knows if you want to repeat something that you had in the past, or do you have the courage, okay, to look at that path and say, you know what? I've been on that path. I know where that path leads. I don't need to repeat that path. I have the armor, the courage, the perseverance, the resilience to go in a new direction. And I feel like that's what you have. It's kind of like, do I want to repeat what? The Hierophant to me is a little bit of understanding that, this is kind of the conditioning. This is the traditional, what you had in the past. Do you want to repeat that, or do you want to go in a new direction? Do you want to be the Queen of Wands, right? And it's about the energy of being confident. The Queen of Wands does not necessarily care what anybody else thinks, right? And that's really hard for us. But she really and truly embodies that energy of knowing, being confident that no matter what she does, she's going to be successful in it. And I feel like that is where you're at. This is coming in, something suddenly, when I did the pre-reading, I got the same energy, like in the second quarter, like there is somebody, a romantic relationship that comes available to you in the second quarter. It's taking a look at that relationship or that opportunity for a relationship and asking yourself, is this really what I truly want for myself? Being clear about, is this the direction that I want to go in? For some of you, this could be somebody returning from the past, wanting a second, a new start with you. But remember, you have 2 aces here. You also have the Ace of Pentacles. You have 3 aces. You are at the very beginning, asking yourself very, very, oh my goodness, it's kind of like really pulling yourself. I think this is something that is going to be kind of like, you're wanting this, but asking yourself, is this reminiscent of something that I've had in the past, or is this something new? And I think it's up to you to discern that. But also, I think for some of you, there's 2 ways here. I think for those of you that are creating a vision board, okay, really getting in tune with what it is that you want to manifest in your life that is not a repeat of the past, okay? When you really put your energy into that, you are going to attract in somebody that is new, that is an Ace of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups, an Ace of Wands, an Ace of Swords, right? For those of you that don't take the time to get this clarity, I feel like you may have an opportunity that's just a repeat of the same that you had in the past. And that is perhaps the most important message that you can get out of this, that it's not about looking to the past and asking yourself, how can I recreate some of these memories? This is about learning how to build a new life for yourself and wanting to create new memories. So one of the things is that, Gemini, a vision board is a perfect thing for you, right? It's something visual that you can see on a daily basis. And I would really encourage you to not put anything on your vision board that is representative of fond memories of the past, okay? What are those new experiences that you would like to have that you have not yet had? That is where you almost need, and I hate to use that word, put your energy into in order to truly step out of this last cycle. And for some of you, that could be 2008 when Pluto went into Capricorn. So it could be the last 15 years, not just the last 7 years. If you're having trouble removing your energy from that, okay, because there is kind of like this sludgy energy here, then I really encourage you to make a vision board, and it has things on there that you have not yet experienced but would love to experience. Okay, so that is a strong message, because I feel as if it's kind of like understanding that you can have what you want, but it is about recognizing that the tower is taking down everything that you had in the past, right? In order to create a new life for yourself, you have to allow everything from the past to kind of like, go away so that you can create this new life. And that does not mean, if you have friendships and family, right, or situations in your life that bring you a lot of joy, you want to keep those, right? But this is allowing yourself to truly disconnect from anything that is not bringing you joy and making room for those new joyful experiences and situations and relationships that you are wanting. All right, so let's take a look at the second half of 2024. And Gemini, I do personal readings. I actually have a 2024 reading available. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so let's take a look at July, August, and September. Look at this, the Hierophant's coming back. This is what you are wanting and learning, the wisdom that you are gaining about the type of life that you want to build for yourself. You know, what are your core values? What are, who do you stand for? Or I should say, what do you represent? What do you want to represent to others in your world, right? This is also the spiritual teacher stepping into that wise owl, right? Being a teacher, a leader for other people, because you have hidden motivations and chaos and conflict. Yeah, I feel as if it is almost like this internal conflict within yourself about what it is that you want in your life and what you don't, and allowing yourself to release. So asking yourself if there are still situations in your life that are bringing you this even inner conflict, okay? Whether that's behaviors or situations in your life, relationships that bring this inner conflict. You see the hidden motivation? There are children playing there, right? This goes back to your inner child. Understanding that you may be trying to hold on to something that is only bringing you sadness, because there is something here about recognizing that it's just been conditioned. You've been conditioned to believe that you need to keep this person or situation in your life for some reason. So let's see what this is bringing. Yeah, I really love this. Understanding that in order to have balance in your life, you have to have that equal give and take. So looking at situations or relationships that don't have that equal give and take, and allowing yourself, right, to realize, okay, that you can manifest this balance in your life of people and situations that are equal in give and take. You can create that. You have the option to do that when you allow yourself to disconnect from other people or situations that are draining of your energy, are no longer in alignment with who it is that you are envisioning yourself to becoming. Wow, this is really a building year. This is a transitional year. And for some of you, Gemini, you may not want to hear that. You may want to, I want the new life now, right? But this is about patience and perseverance, of really taking your time. Even if you want a new person or situation, you think initially, yes, I think this person or situation is in alignment with what I want, still go slow. And still continue to ask yourself those questions when I'm with this person or in this situation, or if it's a new kind of like mindset that you're creating or a new behavior. How am I feeling when I am participating, or this person or situation is in my vicinity, right? How am I feeling? Continuously going back and rechecking and making sure that it's a new feeling, right? It's not bringing up some feelings that you've had in the past. Understanding that part of your hidden motivation is that you may allow yourself to have some chaos and conflict in your life in order just to keep, right, what you think you're supposed to have had. Okay, so I feel like, Gemini, for some of you, this is one of those years that at the beginning of 2025, you're going to be like, I am definitely not the same person as at the beginning of 2024. It is taking your time and constantly discerning whether a person or a situation is in alignment, allowing yourself to take a step back. And you're very quick deciders, right? You can make decisions very quickly, but it is about taking a step back. Every time you're going to make a decision, going back to your vision board, board, going back to, is this something that I've already done, or am I allowing myself to have the courage, the inner strength in order to go in a new direction, to try some new experiences, to try some new types of relationships, right? To put myself outside of my comfort zone, to expand my horizons, to see what else is out there that I have not yet experienced and would perhaps love to have in my life. All right, so let's see how the fourth quarter ends up. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. In other words, you're taking your time. Seven of Pentacles. You're reassessing as you go throughout the whole year. And at the end of the year, look at what you have. You have the Ace of Pentacles and true love. I think for some of you, you are literally going to meet the person of your dreams this year. This is something that I think is if it's a person, it is somebody that is totally different than anybody else that you've ever had a relationship with before. It's somebody new, and I think that that's one of the reasons why you may go slow with it at first, right? Because it's totally different. You're going to be learning a lot about yourself and about love in this relationship. For others of you, if it's not a new relationship, right? Or you're like, no, I'm not wanting a relationship. Or if you're in a relationship, it means that you will go deeper in that relationship. But if it's not a romantic relationship, this is really building. Once again, Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the universe, something that is near and dear to your heart, truly loving yourself. This is a year where I think you really come in alignment with who it is that you want to be. Like taking it slow. Once again, it is a slower year. Last year, 2023, with that 7 energy, the Chariot energy, right? It's kind of just like super fast, okay? And, you know, personally, I think 2023 went so fast. I can't believe we're here at 2024, right? But this is a much slower year. Not that new things and new people and new situations aren't going to come onto your path, but it is about taking it a little bit slower, catching your breath. This is a year where you're kind of transitioning, bridging from 2023 to 2025. 2025, I think, brings in a lot of new, wonderful opportunities and more growth in your life, right? But 2024 is transitioning out of that Pluto and Capricorn energy that we've had since 2008 into really, because it moves into Aquarius January 20th, but it kind of wobbles a little bit still. We have it retrogrades back into Capricorn a little bit in 2024. 2025, it is totally in Aquarius, much more expansive. So this is kind of like allowing yourself to get your feet wet into what it is that you truly want to create for yourself, knowing that you can manifest everything that it is that you truly want for yourself. If you allow yourself to take your time to reassess, to discern, you know, people and situations. I would just, all I can say is, yeah, look at this. We have the Page of Cups popping out. Yeah, Page of Cups. I think there is this energy where I feel like karma is coming into play. If you are someone that has had a very difficult ending in the past, this is the year where I feel like karma is coming in and leveling things out. I feel people or situations in the past that ended very difficultly, they may be coming back to apologize, maybe even try to restart a relationship or reconnect somehow. But this is the energy where I feel like you are so removed from this now that you're taking like if this person or situation came back into your life last year or the year before, you probably would have jumped on the bandwagon, okay? This is the energy where you are in a good place, where you can take a look at, is that a path that I want to walk again? Or am I truly ready to walk a new path? You know, for some of you, that could be even family members, you know, that maybe you have a little bit of chaos with or something like that. Recognizing, I've been there, I've done that. You know, do I want to repeat that? what is the internal conflict about, of a wanting either that person or situation in my life, or just recognizing it's okay if I don't, right? So let's see what we have here. Yes. So look at this. You are building the life. You are celebrating you. You are building your life. You're using your intuition. Okay, that destiny is on your side. You're going to have the blessings that you deserve, especially in 2025. And that doesn't mean this year doesn't have blessings, but this is a year where it's really kind of like curtailing, okay, the energy of, yes, I think you're resting. This is almost like a year of resting from all of the sabotaging, the betrayals, the manipulation that other people maybe have done or kept the secrets from you, that type of energy. You're healing. You're actually doing that deep inner healing, understanding, okay, I can go slow. It's okay for me to go slow and to really do this deep healing, because you know that by doing that deep healing, you're really reconnecting to your intuition. I think in 2023, Gemini, some of you may not have really connected to your intuition. Things were coming so fast, okay, that you were making decisions. Maybe, you thought you were making them with your gut, with your intuition, but I think a lot of you were making decisions based on your mind, okay, because things were happening so quickly. And you didn't perhaps have the time or the patience to really kind of connect with your inner guidance, okay? This is a year of really reconnecting to your spiritual guides, your angels, your inner knowing, your intuition, and using that in order to discern what it is that you do and do not want in your life. I think you've eliminated, I think you've offloaded what, or you're very close to finishing offloading people or situations that don't really belong in your life, that you're not in alignment with, right? This is a beautiful energy of, okay, I have a clean slate. So now what is it that I really and truly want for myself? All right, let's pull a soul truth card for you. And I do hope that this resonated with you. If it did, please consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, am I in my head or my heart? Yeah, I think in 2023, you were in your head. And this year, you're reconnecting to your heart, to your intuition, right? And that, when you allow yourself to combine both of those, that's what this year is. You're using your intuition, but you're also using your logical mind to discern, what path, what situations, what people, what type of experiences do I want in my life this year? So it says, what is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. Yes. And also, I'm going to add, really create a vision board. Go, really spend some time. I was doing that the other day, and I was just like, when you allow yourself to kind of like start going down that rabbit hole, it's amazing. And just to ask your spirit guides and angels, bring me, I was just on my, computer and going through images, right? Just kind of like typing in, Googling something and then allowing some images to come up. But it's kind of like allow your inner guidance, right? Allow your spirit guides and angels to kind of like allow some images to come up that help you to kind of like, oh yeah, how do I feel about that? Where would that take me? What experience would that help me to have that I have not yet had? Focus on new. Focus on new. That's all I can say. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light this entire year. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.